Bobrisky was jailed for 6 months, while Cubana Chief Priest was granted bail for committing the same offense under the CBN Act. Now, what offense did the both of them commit? It is simply the offense of mutilation of the naira, which is contained by virtue of section 21, subsection 1 of the CBN Act of 2007. This law unequivocally prohibits the destruction, the defacement, as well as the mutilation of the naira. And by virtue of section 21, subsection 3 of that same act, it's listed out what can amount to the defacement of the naira. Things such as spraying of the naira, dancing on the naira, marching on the naira that has been issued by the central bank through gathering. They are all referred to as mutilation of the naira. So if anyone should involve in any of these acts, that person is acting contrary to this section. Now, why was Bobrisky jailed? Bobrisky was jailed because he pleaded guilty to the offense of the mutilation of the naira. And what does it mean when someone pleads guilty? When someone pleads guilty, it simply means that the person have admitted to the commission of the offense. So by so doing, there's no need for the court to continue to preside or conduct trial for that offense because the person has already agreed to the commission of the offense. So the court simply passes sentence on that person. And that was what was done in the case of Bobrisky. He admitted to commission of the crime. That was why he wasn't granted bail. In fact, there was no need to grant bail since he has already agreed to committing the offense. So the court immediately passed judgment on him or sentence on him. And it was, the law says that the punishment for this offense is imprisonment for not less than 6 months or a payment of fine of 50,000 naira or both. So if you look at the wordings of the law, it said not less than 6 months. That's the minimum, meaning the judge in his own discretion can even give more than that 6 months. But based on the fact that Bobrisky admitted to the commission of this offense, he was given the minimum punishment prescribed by law. Okay, so that's what you get when you plead guilty to an offense. Judge, now in the case of Cubana Chief Priest, he pleaded not guilty. And when the person pleads not guilty, it shows that the person never committed the offense in the first place. Or maybe the person committed the offense, but the commission of that offense falls under a defense which can avail him of commission of the offense. In this case, there will be a trial by the court to ascertain if the person is guilty or not guilty. And now, in the case of Cubana Chief Priest, he pleaded that he didn't commit this offense, and as such, a bail was granted to him to the tune of 10 million naira. Okay, so the law says that anybody who has committed an offense or who has alleged to have committed an offense is presumed to be innocent until it is proven guilty. All right, so meaning even someone that have committed an offense and has been caught red-handed is not guilty of the offense until the court has pronounced him guilty. That's the presumption of innocence, which is contained by virtue of section 36, subsection 5 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. All right, now it is now left for the prosecution or the EFCC to prove that Cubana Chief Priest actually committed this offense. The prosecution is required to prove that Cubana Chief Priest committed this offense beyond a reasonable doubt, which means that it should be proved in such a way that a reasonable man would have agreed that yes, Cubana Chief Priest actually committed this offense. So the onus falls on the prosecution, which is EFCC. All right. Now, how does the EFCC go about proving this case? There are several ways for them to prove this case. They have to show that the naira that was sprayed by Cubana Chief Priest was indeed genuine naira, not counterfeit. They equally have to show proof that the money in question comes from a reliable source, which could be from the bank as encapsulated in the CBN Act. They equally have to show the serial number of the currency in question. And so many other things they have to prove to be able to nail Cubana Chief Priest to the crime. Having said that, the question that really comes to mind is, what is the essence of this law? Now, this law was enacted simply to protect the integrity of the naira. I know you may think our naira is not valid based on the fluctuation in foreign exchange between naira and dollar, but this law was specifically enacted to safeguard the integrity of naira. Okay, and the another reason for the enactment of this law is to avoid the defacement of the naira, which could lead to the cost of production of the naira. When these naira are damaged or torn or threw away, or this naira is being damaged through spraying or through stepping on it, it's it means that there won't be more naira in circulation. So what this means is that the Central Bank of Nigeria will still incur more expenses producing those nairas again, which will further cause increase in production costs. So you see why the law specifically provides for the protection of the integrity of the naira to avoid unnecessary expenses in reproducing this naira that has been damaged already. So does it mean that if you go to an occasion you shouldn't spray money? Well, if you ask me, there are alternatives to spraying of money. You've seen what is happening. There are alternatives to spraying of money. One of them is that you can either use that money to buy gifts and give it to the celebrant of the occasion, or you can buy gifts and give it to charitable organization in the name of the celebrant. Or better still, you can make electronic transfer, which we all refer to as credit alerts. So you don't have to spray the naira. To be forewarned is to be forehand. I know the next question that will come to your mind would be what is my view on this current issue? More like, who do I think will emerge victorious in this case? Well, this matter is sub judice. When a matter is sub judice, it means that the public are not allowed to speak publicly on this matter. So this is because speaking public on this matter might influence the decision of the judge, or it might even lead to unfair trials. Okay, so in order to dispensate reasonable justice and fair trials, the public are not expected to speak on issues that are still pending in court. So on this note, I'm not going to say my view as regards to who may emerge victorious in this case. So see you when I see you again. My name is Isaac Okeke. I'm a property lawyer and your real estate entrepreneur who uses property law as a tool to safeguard the interests of my client. So if you've not followed this channel, kindly follow and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you when I see you again.